Hello and welcome back to the Ride Along Project. I am your host, Dan Bowman, with some account management tips and tricks. I want to talk about speed of play today. And what I mean by that, I always think of, whenever I think of speed of play, I always think of, sports for whatever reason, it always comes up to me. And I remember playing soccer at one point in my time playing the sport that I moved up to the next level, and I thought that as I received a pass and got the ball, that I had all the time in the world, and I can assure you that I did not. I got knocked on my backside, and it just relates in my mind so much to account management because you don't have all the time in the world. And what I mean by that is there is a different sense when it comes to speed of play in account management, that you have to have that level of urgency. I do want to be clear though. What I'm not talking about is running around like a chicken with your head cut off and trying to put out fires and kind of being pulled around by the nose. That's not what I'm talking about. But there has to be this sense of urgency. Your customers have to feel it. Your internal partners have to feel it. And again, it's not trying to create anxiety or be kind of the chasing around, kind of the whack-a-mole mentality. But it's a scenario where you have to have a pace of play that I call it speed of play, is what I talk about to a lot of folks that I work with. And that speed of play has to be different. You have to set yourself apart from others by having that sense of urgency. I want to caveat this with the fact that I didn't post a session last week. And the reason for that is I was out on PTO. And so I want to say this in the same breath that I'm talking about speed of play. What I'm not talking about is grinding out 60, 70, 80-hour weeks. Sometimes they're going to happen if you're on the road. But what I am talking about is while you're in the office or while you're logged in throughout the day, have a sense of urgency. Make sure that speed of play is deliberate. And when you're taking time off, take time off and rest and recover. And again, that kind of goes back to the sports analogy. You can't go without rest and recovery. And so that's what I did last week. I almost posted something last week, and then I wanted to make sure that I was practicing what I preach and taking some time to rest and recover. So it's really important. Think about when you look around, are you feeling like you're on your heels, or are you feeling like you're out ahead of the pack when it comes to making sure that your internal metrics are handled, things are responded to in a timely manner, you're organized, coming to meetings prepared? If you look around and you feel like you're always on your heels, then perhaps it's time to try to look at some different things to change your ability to have a better speed of play and really put your best foot forward and position yourself for success. So appreciate you tuning in. Get after it, and make sure that when you are off, make sure you're resting and recovering, and enjoy the rest of the week. Appreciate you tuning in, and we'll see you on the next episode. Take care.